Welcome to the Alberto Crane Show. I am with Mica Galvão, the great Mica Galvão, Super Grand Slam champion, phenom. What a pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks, Professor. Just a pleasure for me to be here.
How do you speak such good English?
So, I don't know. I just feel like it has been part of me. But every single time I went to a country, it's kind of like I always try to learn the culture. I always try to, get into it. And I hate to have something that is like, oh, yeah, this guy's not making an effort to either learn or either get used to our culture.
Integrate into the culture.
So the first thing I did when I got here is that everyone would make fun of me because I would spend like half an hour just in one word and it would be like, just say it like this. And I'm like, no, this way is bad because if I do say it and they're like, no, dude, you're gonna need you from Manaus. Don't worry, they're gonna get it. I'm like, no, I'm getting it the right way.
The pronunciation and all that.
And then after I got with Amit like 5 years ago, I feel like practicing every single day has making it a lot easier for me. And now it's like this.
Yeah,
still a lot to learn.
Amazing.
but it's getting better.
How old were you the first time you came to the U.S.?
Oh, the first time I came to the U.S. was back in 2015, I believe. No, sorry, 2016. I just recently...
How old were you that time?
I was 11. No, actually, sorry, it was 15. Because I got here to fight American Nationals back in Las Vegas with my dad and my sister. And it was just crazy for us the first time. I never thought that would be in the U.S. I didn't have a reason to. I never thought I would do jiu-jitsu as a professional. And I don't know, it happened too fast for me. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to the U.S. Oh, yeah, I'm competing there. And the first time I did, I was like, oh, I've never seen something like that before. Oh, there's another language. I was just used to Portuguese. I was like, I want to learn that language too. It seems nice. And
you didn't watch like TV shows, American TV shows or anything on TV?
I did, but all of them, they were like with translations or, something that I could be fully Portuguese on. I didn't have no need for English unless I was playing games. The only thing that I saw like different was like video games. Yeah, most times they were with English subtitles or stuff like that. I'm like, weird. I don't care. But once I got here, I actually got the feeling of like, I want to learn this language now so then I can speak to them. And yeah, it has been such a great trip.
Yeah, I went to the Amazon one time. I competed there one time in like a master division just to have the experience. And wow, it's so hot. Like it was like I jumped in the pool after my matches. After my first match.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Where do you compete though?
The name of the place?
Yeah.
It was like a Manaus Open IBJJF.
Oh, so it was Madeira Teixeira, the big one there.
Yeah,
that's still one of, I believe. In that place specifically, it's one of our best ones as far as like air flow.
Yeah, it was open air. It was open air. Yeah,
it's not as hot because in the older times there's a place there called Bergão, which there was
like
horrible.
A literal sauna.
It's a literal sauna. There was horrible. I feel like if I go today, I can't compete there anymore. Train, I can handle like 5 sparrings, 4 sparrings, but compete, I'm pretty sure that would be around one match, and I'm like, yeah, if the division's not over, I'm over.
Wow. Yeah, I remember like early in the morning, it was already so hot.
Very much.
And I competed at night. I remember that, and it was still so hot, just so humid and so, just like it's hard to breathe. It's thick,
I don't know. I feel like Manaus is like its own special weather all year round. That's I think like Ami told me that she loves Manaus as her first place ever. Yeah, when she visited Brazil back in 2020. She went there to train because COVID, everything was closed. So I just told her, yeah, everything's open. Not everything is open, but since I'm the owner of the gym here with my dad, we're not stopping because police can come in here and they can shut us down. But it's just, a recreational training here. And all the people there are like just closing here. So there's no problem. Come over and let's train. And 5 years later, we're here.
Wow.
But it was nice because she said, yeah, from every single place that I went, Manaus is still by far my favorite because, there's the jungle, there's like the whole vibe of like having the very traditional food. And she said that she loves the hot water, even though I feel like she's crazy. Because for me, I like the cold.
She's used to the sauna, huh? She's used to being uncomfortable.
She's out of this world. Because whenever we got inside of a very hot car that was like laying in the sun, she would sit there and be like, let me take a deep breath and enjoy this. I'm like, No, we were born
She's
on very
different. She's
opposite
different.
places. You were supposed to be born in Manaus, I was supposed to be born there because I love the cold.
Yeah.
But she really liked the hot water from Manaus. I'm like, okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, it's amazing. I went, remember there was like Amazon is an interesting place, right, in the world.
Very interesting place. There is some crazy stuff there that I've never seen outside of the world, including the acai. Acai, I feel like it's something that came from the very
They only
north.
have it there, yeah.
And I'm like, how the heck did it expand so much to every place on earth? Because you go somewhere and they're a jiu-jitsu athlete, you ask them, do you like acai? And they're going to be like, damn, dude, I love acai.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So it's just crazy for me.
I mean, there was like fish. It was like kind of since the dinosaur age. There's like, I forgot, you probably know the name. Like, it's like one big spine.
Oh,
It's like a white fish, white.
Gosh. I do know what you're
it's like
talking
a big,
about.
It looks like a kind of like almost like a snake, right? It's really long.
Yeah, it's my enguia. I forgot the name of it in in English though.
And in Portuguese, what is it?
Enguia.
Yeah, yeah. Just I mean, there's so much different things. I remember like what the two rivers, they don't mix. It's like one is like white, the other one's black, right?
Oh yeah, there's the Rio São Limões, Rio Negro. There's like the junction of those two. It's funny because if you think about it, there's like a very cool explanation of like, oh, this one flows faster, this one flows slower, this one is hotter, this one is colder. The water, you can tell there's like different coloration. So there's some stuff there that differs them, and that's why they never get together. But I'm
mix,
like,
yeah.
What if I got a cup and throw in there? It's like, oh yeah, it's just not gonna be the same. But I don't know. I feel like my little town has some very crazy and special things. And even though I lived there for 18, 19 years, every single time I go there, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to see something new. And there's also something new. And I just feel like when I'm a little older, I would say like my 50s, 60s, I just want to buy a house and stay there, get a big mat, invite people over, train, have like a little farm life. It's like this dream I feel like someone has once they're a little older. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be my objective.
Nice. Yeah, remember like Jacques, Solar Barrel, all these guys are from the Amazon, right? From Manaus. What do you think makes so many Bibi Fernandes, so many like good jiu-jitsu?
I don't know.
Athletes,
I feel like that diversity,
fighters.
The amount of like people that you see in Manaus, they're gonna be very big. For a small town, I would say it's like 2.2 million.
Wow.
From the last time I remember. Maybe it's more now, but Manaus, it's very condensed. Every single place that you go, you're gonna see a gym. It's something that is a little bad, but at the same time good. From the big amount of gyms that you're gonna see there, you're gonna see many talents. Like you said, there's like Saulo, Xande, Bibi, Jose Aldo, Jacare. You're gonna see Pato. You're gonna see Matias Gabriel. There's Thiago here in the room, who's also from Manaus. Yeah. There's like many big names that come from there. Mira Makine, Diogo Reis. There's so it's like
Fred Sampaio back in the day. People don't know who he is, I
know. If you don't know Fred, go search some jiu-jitsu. But there's just like so many big names out there, and I believe that that's just like a very small amount. But not because there's not more. I believe there's even more.
Yeah.
It's just hard for you to find it. The opportunity to go outside of Manaus, and we made some jokes because my dad, now it's like into this crazy world of like miles and points, and he's like, why is it a lot cheaper to go from São Paulo to Miami than São Paulo to Manaus, even though it's like halfway across countries? He's like, yeah, it's a lot cheaper to go somewhere else like Chile or places like this than actually go to Manaus, because Manaus is a very far place in Brazil. You need to take like sometimes 4 hours, 5 hours plane to go to Manaus from São Paulo. If you're going from other states, like 3,000-4,000 reais. And from São Paulo to anywhere else, you would pay like 1,000, 2,000 reais, and that's it. So I feel like that's difficult. It's
expensive just to get around Brazil, right? Because it's so far. When I come on the plane from the U.S. to Brazil, you fly over the Amazon, and it's so far until you get to like Rio or São Paulo or Belo Horizonte even, right?
So the thing is, for us, most times, also that's one of the reasons why we moved to São Paulo in Brazil there. And Manaus was very good. I could live there and be totally fine on my career, but we have this little purpose. I believe that God gave us a mission on earth, and my mission at least was basically spread a word through what I do best, which is fighting. And my dad, his mission was basically spread a word and give opportunities for those kids for his teachings. And that's one of the reasons why we moved to Sao Paulo, because as soon as we moved to Sao Paulo, we got this like whole plan of like, okay, you're going to be fighting, training, and growing up in Manaus. And then as soon as you do that, you're going to move to Sao Paulo. And in Sao Paulo, we're going to have something waiting for you there, so then you can go and spread a little more. And I believe that's why we've always succeeded in jiu-jitsu in our careers and everything in general, because we always did everything for our purpose. So since he was very far, after we did this, we started getting a lot more of the boys onto the track. Mm-hmm. So now we have the newer generation upcoming. We had like some black belts with us, but it was a little hard to get a handle of the black belts. So we're like, okay, we're going to start with the little kids. So we have this like big project of 12, 11 years old that they came. Now they're 15, 16. And it's just going to be amazing to see what they're going to do in the future. Maybe they're going to become little Micas, Diogos, Patos, Meirans, BB. It's just amazing to give the opportunity to them. But at the same time, you see how much we have from Manaus, how much
potential, right?
Potential we have there.
Athletes, fighters.
That's what makes us. I believe that hot weather is one of the reasons. It's so hot there that you need to be tough to survive the hot weather. You grow up in a very poor area sometimes, so that's something that makes you appreciate some more of the other things. How hard it is to get a ticket, how hard it is to get to something. So you need to appreciate and give a little extra effort. And I believe that also we have this Indian blood on us.
Indian blood, yeah.
Kind of like you know what? You're gonna beat me up.
The Shama blood.
The Shama blood.
It's legit. Everybody feels it. You never know, but they feel it.
It's coming.
Wait, no more Shama. Like, no, you're a liar. The whole arena is Shama.
No, yeah, there's always Shama in there. I feel like this is in our blood. Like, you're gonna beat us up. We're gonna come back with you 2 times more angry and mad at you, trying to murder you, trying to get your head. So it's just the way we were born there. Either you die or you survive.
Yeah, man. Wow. One of my longtime training partners, he Edson George, world champion, masters world champion multiple times. He was one who first told me about you when I don't know how old you were at the time. Mica Galvão. You don't know Mica Galvão. And then he started talking about your dad. His dad, his trainer. Oh man, you have no idea, man. You got to check him out. You got to check him out. And then he was like, he was obsessed, and I started paying attention. I was like, wow.
It's something crazy.
The focus, you guys are in Manaus, you guys are in Brazil, and you guys are, the focus and then the intensity and then the attention, right? World class.
I feel like the only reason why we got to where we are today is because of all the bad experiences we had. So my first trip to US was, I believe, what opened my eyes. 2015 was when I saw like, whoa, those guys are actually doing it as a professional. I remember seeing the high schoolers back in the day when they were like just doing those wrestling competitions, and I would see them with like defined shoulders, six pack, like strong kids, and they were like 9, 8 years old. I was like, wait, I think I need to get better at this. I need to put some more effort. And then 2017, which is where I spent 11 months in the U.S. I spent like a few months in Los Angeles, in LA. And then I was trained with Cobrinha. And later on, I spent 6 more months training in Las Vegas on one of the affiliates. There, I saw a second thing that was truly important for me, which was you don't need a lot. All you need is just to work. That's all you need to do. You just need to work and put the energy onto the right places. Back in 2017,
you don't need a lot of like resources. You just need to put the energy in the right places.
Exactly, and that's something that I realized only because where we were training in Las Vegas, we were doing a lot. We were like cleaning the gym, teaching classes, doing a lot of stuff, but we were just doing it to kind of like survive. But as soon as we got back to Brazil, my dad came up with this mentality of like, you guys were doing this for a whole year and you never said anything to me. So you know what I'm going to do now? We're going to do the same thing we did in the U.S. But instead of just like doing it with no purpose, now we're going to do it for purpose. What you guys are going to go through now, it's going to be called the Hell Year. And that's
Hell Year.
It was supposed to be Hell Week, but I'm like
the Navy SEAL had that Hell Week, where they don't sleep and they put them through hell.
Yeah. So my whole family has come from the military. So my dad just like said, yeah, you're gonna do the Hell Year.
Your dad was in the military as well?
Yeah, my dad, my great grandpa was a military. I'm the military right now, so we all like came from this family of military things, and it's like, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm military, and also I'm a martial artist guy. So the discipline was like unbelievable to the point that we're doing this whole like daily routine that we did in US, but in Manaus, where we didn't need to do it. So we put our effort into something that had a purpose. And it just seemed to work, you know. We always put our faith in God. We always put our work in the right place. We always try to make sure that we're working towards a purpose that it's going to be greater than just working for ourselves. And it seemed that even though we were just in Manaus, such a far place in the world, it was, you know, it was working. So when we just realized we're across the world, we're like getting to meet some very crazy places. People were starting to know us. It was around when it was like a green belt, so people started paying more attention to me. And I'm like, yeah. So I think we can still keep going on it until I feel like I realized I wasn't just someone that they were looking. They were keeping me as a promise, like oh, maybe he's the next Fanon. And when I got to black belt, I got to prove myself. I feel like I established a little bit, and they're like, okay, now what's going to be the next step? And that's what I'm deciding now.
Yeah, amazing. And then remember there was like the IBJJF. You couldn't compete in the IBJJF, you know, stuff because of your age, right? You were winning everything in Abu Dhabi and everywhere else, you know.
Yeah, we couldn't compete for a while. It was kind of sad for me, but thanks to that, they changed the rules.
They changed the rules. Yeah,
we made a lot of crazy things, but thanks to those crazy things, they didn't change anything for me. Like at the time, it wasn't for me itself. But as I said, we always worked with purpose. And since we did this whole thing, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. But the other kids coming after me, I'm pretty sure they would be able to enjoy it. So right now, thanks to the crazy things we did back in the past now, literally you can jump from juvenile, and once you reach the adult division, you can be a brown belt and be legal. Instead of like in the past, you would have to wait, get to purple belt once you reach the adult division, or you would have to jump from green belt to purple belt right away and wait 2 more years. So you would have to wait a long time and not be able to enjoy
when you have the skills, right?
The whole process. And I feel like it's nice because now the other kids, they have this same opportunity to get to the black belt at 19. To get black belt at 17 like I did, it's something a little crazy, but still they have the option to speed up the process a little more than just keep there waiting.
Yeah, change the game. Yeah, like Amit, right? She won the U17, U20, U23 all in 1 year, right?
Yeah, she won all
before the
worlds.
Olympics.
She's one of a kind. That's I feel like what else to probably love.
We'll talk about the at the end, you know, your thoughts, you know. But the whole world is watching. I mean, when there was a picture of you at the ADCC after she won her Olympic gold and you with the ADCC gold, you know, like
that's pretty nice.
So how did the you know, one more thing, the Pato at the not Pato Diego at the ADCC, and when he won, you know, like crying on the you know, bringing your dad on the mat, you know, that was I don't know, it was like, it was real, you know, like everybody in the audience was like what he meant, you know, and how much work, you know, he's put into, you know, it has like a kind of the vibe like could be with his dad and the whole crew, you know.
I feel like we always have this very big bond with my dad because he doesn't just put an effort that a professor would do. He always says that, okay, I'm putting some effort here, guys, but I'm not doing it because I need it. I'm doing it because somewhere else my effort is going to be very well paid. And that's what I mentioned in the early process about doing it for a purpose. And he knew that
bigger purpose.
Yeah,
bigger purpose than him or you, like a bigger purpose.
A lot bigger. It's like we're role models now, me and Diogo, and he always tells us that I know that you guys now are adults, you're going to be growing your families and everything, but keep in mind that whenever you guys are working just for yourself, it's going to go well, maybe through put effort. But work, it's always something that's going to be rewarded, but you're going to see that at some point you're going to reach a stack line. You're not going to be able to pass that wall anymore. So you need to keep working for your purpose, and you need to find that purpose in your life. So I realized what was my purpose. and it's something that just helps you keep going no matter what. And one of the things we realized after I won ADCC, I won, Worlds, I won Europeans, Pan Ams, Jersey Nationals, is that I got a little depressed. I was like, okay, what else now? And that's the bad thing. As soon as you start losing your focus, as soon as you start shifting your focus just to winning competitions and winning titles, you don't have that like passion anymore. You need to keep working towards a progressing objective that you're never going to reach. And that's one of the things that he put on our mind. So whenever Diogo won ADCC and he called him up on the mat and started crying, I did the same thing in there in the middle. It wasn't just like a title that we won. It was more of like a stepping stone. Like, okay, we got this now. So yeah, all our effort, all our work has been paid off. We have the whole world looking at us right now. We have the chance to spread.
Some kids from Manaus.
Some just like crazy kids from Manaus, a crazy coach. And the only reason why he's not a crazy guy right now is because he has, results. Back then, he was crazy. He was just crazy. He had no results, so he was just like going crazy at those kids. And everyone was judging him. We had a lot of reports from police, people telling government, saying that
child services.
But now that they look back, they're like, okay, maybe it was worth it.
How did the Super Grand Slam idea, how did that come about?
Again, just like I said, it's everything about purpose, because I wasn't going to do the Super Grand Slam. I was just going to do ADCC that year.
And then you won that. You're, okay, what's next? Is that what then you started to like, I'm going to do this?
Yeah, so it's it's crazy how things happen in life.
Only Cabrera did it? Who else has done the Super Grand Slam?
Just me and him. Yeah, just me and him. I did with 20, and he did with 21. No, I did it with 20. I'm sorry, I'm just lost in time. The time passes so quick. But I did it with 20, and Cabrera did it with 38, I believe. So I never intended to do the Super Grand Slam. I just thought like, oh, that's nice, but I don't have anything to do or a reason, because it's something hard to accomplish. It's something that you have to put a focus for a whole year. The
stars almost have to be aligned too, right, with everything.
Yeah, and you need to wait for an ADCC year. You need to be training both gi and no gi at the same time. You need to keep your focus for like so much time to keep dieting, keep getting ready all the time, and it's stressful. So after I was done with that competition, I was like, yeah, I wanna rest a little bit because my body can't handle it anymore. Then I got like some mental issues, some health issues, because it was just too much strain on your body. Yeah. But the reason why I did it was very funny. Just my sponsor Bruno, he called up to me and just asked, Mica, I don't have a lot of athletes competing in Europeans. I would really enjoy if you could participate. Are you okay with that? Can you do it? And I'm like, I think so, but aren't the subscription deadline already over? And he said like, I think they're gonna open a spot if you ask so. And then I'm just like sending an email, is there a spot available? Can I still sign up? And they just sent me an email, you got an invitation to participate on Europeans. I'm like, okay. I think I'll do it.
Shout out to Kings, I'm making it happen, making the Super Grand Slam happen.
Definitely. No, Bruno has a very big part on it. As soon as I did it, I felt that that spark again for the gi, and I just asked myself, like, oh, maybe we should do more. Maybe we should go for Pan Ams, and then maybe Brazilian Nationals, maybe Worlds. So we go for 1, we go for 2, we go for 3. During Pan Ams, I got a very big injury that I thought that I was going to be over for the whole year, because I could barely walk. And I'm just thinking in my head, dang, I feel like it's never going to be something just simple and easy. It's always going to be like tricky in the middle of the way. And as soon as I got done with Worlds, I felt that little relief out of my back. I'm like, okay, I can breathe a little bit now. But then ADCC was like right around the corner. So I looked at my dad. I'm like, yeah, just one more.
So you hurt yourself during the Pans, before the Worlds, before the ADCC even?
Yeah, I did hurt my left foot since Pan Ams. It was like very bad. I went to Colorado right after Pan Ams to spend some time with meat. And it was funny because like during the whole trip, I was just being like, an old guy, just like walking very slow or trying to step my foot on the ground, wearing compression socks because it was like full of some dark spots. And I'm looking at her and saying, yeah, we can't do this today because I can barely walk, or we can't go to this place because I can barely walk. So it was just me staying in in the room and putting ice bags, putting hot bags, to taking medicine all the time. And since I think Brasileiros, I've never felt so ready for something like I felt that day, because we brought up my PT guy from Manaus. Literally, just you see, we love to have the roots, because I feel like at home. So we brought my PT guy from Manaus, and he was working with me for the whole week prior to Brasileiros. So he was like doing 3 sessions a day of PT, just like working on me, making him do exercises, doing the massages, doing the medicine or the treatment there. And right
from
after, from Manaus, the crazy ones from Manaus. And as soon as I got to Brasileiro, I was like, okay, I think I can go for the next one. And it's just like step by step.
How important do you think it is to have like long-term relationships with people, from your PTs to just different trainers and stuff?
I feel like it's really important. It's a little hard because there's a little context here. My dad is someone that is like a very rough guy, because he came from military and came from a very harsh background. He was part of special forces, so most times he would be dealing with the worst kind of people. And since a young age, I realized that my dad wasn't the best social guy. Yeah, and my mom was the opposite. My mom was like that kind of person that you would sit with her like for 2 minutes, and it would be impossible for her to not at least talk to you for something small there. And I realized that whenever she found someone that was like 5 years without seeing that same person, the energy and the interaction would be just the same as it was like 5 years back. Whereas with my dad, it was a little bit, harsh for him, because he couldn't keep the relations as much. And I just saw how important it was for you to keep those relations no matter what, because it's about love. It's not about just like yourself. It's about like having that same connection, or having that like same effort that person puts for you. And whenever I had the same effort in Manaus that I have for that guy, later on he paid off for us, because it was, again, pandemics 2020. A lot of people were going through very harsh moments,
right?
But we were there for them. Like the PT guy, Bruno, he was a very special person to me. We were always working with him there. His clinic was closed, but we're still attending and trying to help and bring clients. Even to this day, people go to his clinic because they're saying like, oh yeah, is Mica here? And he's like, oh, Mica moved away from Manaus a while ago, but
he'll be back though. One day he'll be back.
Yeah. Well, whenever he's here, I'll let you know. And it's something that it's funny, because I don't consider some of those people friends anymore. I just consider them family, and I have a very big family, if you ask me now. And I feel like it's important for you to not lose friends, just like add more and add more and more. If you keep making yourself enemies, or you keep making yourself rivals, it's just going to be at some point you against the world. So I do rather make friends, have more connections, have more family, than have more enemies.
Yeah, that's it. Love it. For example, like Kevin setting up the seminar, your team, whoever is setting that up, like they're very protective of you,
Very,
so they have your back. I was like, that's I like that,
Yeah, Marcelo is one of the guys that I also met in I forgot, but I think it was 2021, and has been someone so special to us, to the point that we met him. After a while, we lost some contact, but we keep like that little connection. And then 2022, he got back in contact with us, and we're like opening this gym with him in São Paulo. And now we're moving a little bit up some stuff. And then in 2026, we're going to be having something very big also with him. So it's just like amazing.
Are we going to announce it today?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But just know that 2026 there's going to be some great things.
Amazing. Well, I'm very excited to have you here today. Like, I know the whole team, everybody's like, "What, Mica? Cool, awesome." And it's been, because I started following Amit at the, all the stories and everything. And you guys are in Orange County, so it's really close by. Some of my daughter's friends, they train with her. They do like private trainings and stuff with her for wrestling. So yeah, really, really excited to have you guys here. And
that's a pleasure for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say the picture of you and Amit at the ADCC, right, was like a pre picture of you guys having a baby. It's like, that thing is like, imagine them having a baby, right? That was like one of the comments, right? Like, imagine those two having a baby, right? And here we are and you're gonna have a baby boy.
I'm gonna have a baby boy in January. It's crazy. I never thought that I would have a kid so soon, but also it's something I always
Olympic
wanted.
champion, 3-time world champion, one of the best. Dad, jiu-jitsu, one of the best. You know, I mean, what could happen, right?
I just hope that he doesn't feel pressured because it's something that scares me.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's nice. It's something
Like
that
you said, it's love, right? And just that love, whatever that turns into, right?
Exactly. I always wanted something like that. I always wanted a family. I always wanted to have like my titles. I always wanted to have some recognition from the sport. And you know, it's feeling like accomplished. I feel like a few weeks back, I literally told this to Amit, saying that I've never had what I had today. Like this, you know, calm in my heart. Like I have no competitions. I have no obligations to comply, at least for a few months. I have no, you know, nothing to do that I'm like eager to do. I just need to wait a little bit before my biggest achievement in life, because it's like getting ready. And I felt like everything was falling piece by piece there. Of course, there are some things that I'm going to start working on, but until that moment, I'm just like appreciating and enjoying the journey.
Enjoying the moments.
And getting ready for the big moment, because everyone has been telling me how I'm not going to sleep.
How many do you want?
How many kids do you want?
Oh, so I wanted 2. I wanted 2, but, you know, she wants 6. I said that we're going to stop at 4 there and make a little deal. Let's see, after the first one, I told her, let's have the first one. We're gonna decide after the first one, and then we can see how she's feeling.
I always wanted 10, right? And then we had our son, and then like a year and a half later, so like we had 3 kids in 2 years, and then we had twins, and then have the little one that wrestles. You know, she's feisty, and I don't know. I think my wife, she's like, get away from me. I never recovered, you know.
No, yeah, I told him, I'm like, we got to be careful now, because for 5 years, we've been just like having the best moment of our lives. Now we're about to have a little kid. And I'm just telling her, if you're still planning on doing the Olympics in 2028, we got to be careful for anything. Now she's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, might as well just like stop the whole fabric right now. She's like, no. After the Olympics, I still want 3 more. I'm like, okay, let's see. But yeah, she has crazy objectives. I have crazy objectives. I feel like the kid is going to be something that was something I needed. Probably I wouldn't have that amount of growth within myself. And she would probably not have the same amount of growth that she would have with herself if it wasn't for our baby boy that's coming. And like I said, God has some crazy plans, but always for a purpose.
Do you have a name?
No, we're trying to still find something with my roots and her roots. I think I mentioned it outside there that I wanted something with determination and L. To resemble my name a little bit also, but at the same time to have, you know, that Hebrew connotation, kind of bringing the meaning, because I believe that the name's meaning has something very great to do with the kid. Amit's name is literally friendship, so I realized that she's a very great companion. She's a very great friend, and for me, my name has the meaning that what I believe I'm doing right now. So I'm looking and saying it has to have a good meaning, because I don't want him to feel pressure, but at the same time I don't want him to, you know, have a bad meaning on his name, because it follows up. So I'm like, yeah, we gotta be careful of the options.
You'll feel it, yeah. So I've seen the picture of you and her with in jiu-jitsu, and she had a gi on, and you guys are, you know, younger. Where did you guys meet?
We met in Jiu-Jitsu World League back in 2000.
Shout out to Jiu-Jitsu World League. Kevin's laughing.
Jiu-Jitsu World League got me some great things. Jiu-Jitsu World League was, I feel like, one of my best places to be. We worked there. We were not worked. I would be participating there as far as like a competitor, but at the same time I would be helping around. I remember just going there and, you know, stealing some Subways. They would have this like
they take care of the staff, they take care of the people, right?
They take care of
their
the
environment is
so
really
much.
Great. Athletes, yeah.
It's amazing. I went there in the back, and I had some friends working as a, you know, bracket, or working as a table, the points guys, and I would be just like, hey, you have a Subway? They would be getting me Subways and stuff. And then I remember the owner at the time, he would be having so much fun looking the things and drinking his sparkling water. So I was just like, you know, doing my competition, having fun there. I was 13, not white belt, sorry, green belt. And then she came as a yellow belt, murdering all the girls in the blue belt division adult. She was also 13. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, she's good. She goes and she fights one of my friends and one of my dad's students. And she goes and does an amazing match. Got the win. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay.
She's different.
She's different because that friend of mine and that it's my dad's student. She was very good, and she still is very good. Right now, she's mostly towards MMA, but she was just like the top notch in Manaus. She was the top notch in Brazil, and for jiu-jitsu, she was like crazy skilled. And Amit goes out there and wins, and I'm like, there's something about it. And then she goes and she faces my sister, and same thing.
Your
she goes,
sister?
yeah, my
The
sister.
same tournament?
In the same tournament, in the
Wow.
open class, and she wins the division and the open class. And she goes and wins against my sister. I'm like, all right, that's the girl I'm gonna marry probably. And I remember at the time I was just like a little amazed because
If you can't beat him, join him, right?
yeah, I know exactly. I brought her. I'm like, yeah, no, come here. You know, we're gonna make a baby so I can get good genetics. But my dad and my mom at the time, they said, oh yeah, Mica, go take a picture of her. We took this picture, and even to this day, we have this picture of me facing one side, she's facing the other side, because we couldn't catch up to which camera we were looking at the same time. But it's pretty nice. She said that she had a completely different vision than me. She didn't fall in love. She thought that she could beat me in a match. I'm like, okay, we had very different thoughts. I texted her back
That's so funny.
in
Oh my God.
2020, and she didn't answer or do anything until she got into Instagram. And again, COVID got some crazy stuff. COVID for some people were tragic. They were a little hard. They were harsh. But COVID for me, I feel like was my best season ever. Because in COVID, I met Amit. In COVID, we were locked in a gym with 20 people, training from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m.
Bonding, connecting.
Connecting, because like we said, okay, no one's leaving this gym because we don't want COVID to get inside of here. So everyone stays inside. No one leaves. We're just going to be training and doing enough. And since the gym had like a few rooms there, they would be sleeping upstairs. Some would be in the other room. And it would be like crazy because I never did it in my life. And while everyone was like stopping time, just like not being able to train at full, we were just like going crazy back there. Just like, yeah, we're going to do everything that we can here. And we're just like keeping getting better and better and better. And throughout this like year that I trained, I felt that my jiu-jitsu level just like went through the roof. And also there's like literally a gym right beside our jiu-jitsu school there in Manaus that they said like, okay, you guys come one by one, get inside of here. We're going to close the wall so that no one sees that you guys are training, but just like feel free. And yeah, it was just like one of the best seasons ever for me. Everything just worked so well.
Blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise. Also, Bernardo from BG Fanatics. I remember at the time that we were going through some very rough times. We were like, okay, we can't keep the gym on because it's going to be closing. And then Bernardo got in contact with us saying like, oh yeah, Mica, do you want to do an instructional? And that instructional saved our project.
Bernardo Frio, shout out, BJ Fanatics.
Yeah. Bernardo's like a crazy guy, but I just love how he's so much into giving back to the community. And when he did this for us, he was like, boom, we have this little spark again. And then just goes 2021, 2022, everything happens. We're back in the stage. I was just like having so much fun dating Amit from 2020 until 2025 nowadays. And there she is.
Yeah. So what made you guys move to Orange County?
So I wouldn't say that I moved right away to Orange County. I'm mostly,
Or brought you to Orange County?
yeah, I'm mostly I'm living on a plane. I live on a plane because I feel like as an athlete, as a jiu-jitsu athlete, you have to go so many places. Right now, I'm staying in Orange County mostly because of our baby boy. I feel like there is a very nice area. It's a cool spot to be because Amit likes a few things. She likes beach, she likes hot weather, and she likes the California vibes. So I told her, okay, we can be in this area here because then we were going to have access to everything. We're going to be close to the hospital, and we're also going to be close to a location that I want to have near me. Also, we're not too far from Tiago, which is where we are right now at the TM Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And, I just got there. I saw the place that we were staying when we went to, look out for apartments. We saw a place that looked promising at first, and I look at her. Should we stay here? She's like, I want to look for a few more places. We ended up being with the first place, and I tell her, keep in mind, in my life, everything has worked because I'm blessed. She said, oh, we're so lucky. I'm like, no, we're not lucky. We're blessed. Because even the apartment that we chose is just like a perfect location for a baby because it's facing just like some trees. There's no barking, no noises at all. It's just like such a calm place. There's not a lot of sun hitting. We got a very close parking spot. I feel like even the location that we chose is near hospitals, near gyms, and the places that we need to go. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling her, no matter what happens in life, if I'm falling with God, everything's gonna work well.
Love it. So let's talk about your new family and put what's gonna be. She's almost 8 months pregnant, right?
8 months pregnant, yeah.
And she's doing a private class downstairs, and I see her on social media doing all the stuff that she's doing. It's like insane. My wife's like, wow, she's mind blown. She's inspired, because she's been pregnant,
Mm-hmm. Nah, yeah, I mean, it's
multiple times.
Different breed, I would say.
Different breed.
A person that is very driven. I would say that I've never met someone like her in terms of like having this. I don't know how to say, but having this like motivation every single day to do some stuff. And when I first met her, was like just the same, but even worse, I would say. When she was like a little younger, I remember we took her to a staircase in Manaus that we used to do a few shots. Mm-hmm. I would do 5 shots, and then when I was feeling very good, I would do 10 shots in max speed. And she was just like, having fun at the staircase, because I remember the guys did 5 shots and they were dead. Mm-hmm. She did 1, 2, 3, 4. She stopped at 16 because everybody looked at her and like, Meat, I'm so sorry, we need to go. We're running out of time.
Different breed.
And right now at pregnancy, she keeps looking at those TikTok trends, Instagram videos of women working out in pregnancy. And she told me at the start of it, I'm going to be one of those ladies that are going to be working even on the day of labor until starting to, get into the labor and until I need to get ready, because I just feel like it's gonna be good for me and for the baby. And there's studies saying that the mom who works during pregnancy, the babes come out with better muscle tone and everything. So I'm just happy that she's enjoying the whole process. She wasn't too much into Instagram or TikTok when I first met her, mm-hmm. So I'm glad that throughout the years she changed a little bit and is actually into it, because I feel like
during the Olympics she was like nonstop, and I remember that's when I followed her before that, but mm-hmm. I started to really pay attention to everything she's doing.
Yeah, I feel like that's her way of like giving some inspiration, giving some motivation for women out there that are going through the same. And it's just it's cool to be part of it. It's cool to enjoy that moment. Sometimes we look at each other and we're like, we're about to be father and mom. How do you feel? And she's like, yeah, I still don't feel like it's real, but we're just imagining soon enough that we're gonna get back from the hospital, and there's going to be a third person in our family that's going to be stuck with us forever. And they're like, we got to get ready for it.
Love it. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Amazing. You talk about purpose, like what, like, you Grand Slam, like what's next for you?
So that's the thing. I feel like my whole life has been driven through titles, and that's something that I felt was wrong. I felt that this gave me some stopping line there. And that's what I was discussing with my dad not too long ago.
Perspective too, right, on what's important and
exactly
in life.
Because literally right after, it's something I don't talk about, but literally right after I got a Grand Slam, I was very depressed. I got a little bit overweight. I got very depressed. I didn't have the will to do a lot of stuff. Me and we had a little time apart, because I feel like right after that moment, I was very in a very dark spot over there. Even going to church was something that I found hard, but I probably believe that was one of the only things that was like, okay, it's something that's still gonna give me some hope in there. And that's literally what I felt I needed, a purpose. I needed God. I needed to have something more to work than just titles, because I accomplished everything that there is in the sport. Mm-hmm. What else can I go for now? Because nothing else will do, because I already got everything unless I change sports. And that's what hit my mind. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going straight to MMA. And I saw that I was working with the wrong steps. Mm-hmm. I said to myself, okay, I can go to MMA one day, but it's not going to be right now. maybe I would just like stick to jiu-jitsu, but what else can I do? And then I started thinking, my jiu-jitsu is not perfect. I love the way I do my jiu-jitsu because it's a free jiu-jitsu, something that I like to do without limits. I like to just like bring submissions from anywhere. I like to do standing, bottom play. I like to do passing, but it's not perfect. There's still some little mistakes to fix. There's still like a lot that I need to learn. There's still many games that I can accomplish. There's still some athletes that I need to have matches with that I feel like would be nice for me. So I just set to my mind that all I needed to do right now was keep evolving, keep getting better, progressing. Because my dad and I feel like a lot of people that were close to me and a lot of people that follow me, I've seen the comments and I've seen what they said. And my dad just looked at me and showed me all of those things. They said, the only moment that I see a very different shine on you is when you're fighting, because they said that they've never seen something similar to it. And I'm like, okay, then it means I need to be on top of a mat, just like, doing my thing. And I remember it reminded me of the moment with Wagner when we just like did the final, the final ADCC. I feel like that was my biggest moment. And I loved like the vibe, the energy, the comments, people saying how this gave them like a little hope. This gave them a joy in life. They actually loved the passion and how we both showed so much love for each other, even though we were competing against each other on one of the biggest stages of the world. And I'm like, yeah, it just means that I need to keep doing this on the way that's going to make sense. And right now I have a contract with Float that I plan on doing some more matches with them. I'm going to be doing probably some Who's Number One events, some competitions that I still feel like are going to be nice. There are some great plans for 2026. I just don't want to announce it now. So people, they
Stay tuned.
Exactly.
Coming soon, 2026.
Yeah, Flo is going to be announcing. I feel like they will make a better reveal than me. But it's going to be something pretty cool. And having a little guy watching me from the back is going to definitely give me some more meaning to what I've been doing my whole life by myself. I'm going to be doing now with my family, with my wife and my baby.
Thank you. Amazing. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mica.
so much,
You're
Coach.
blessed. You're the man. And I looking forward to this awesome seminar happening now. And I look forward to all the great things you're gonna be doing in the future. Man,
Pleasure for me.
can't
so
wait for everything. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Teach me how to